So why do you think there's such stigma about it? Why do you think, I mean, because it looks to me like you're just out there trying to do something good. And it's not like this is an animal that's never existed. It's not a Bigfoot. It's not something like that. This is something that, has gone extinct not that long ago. So why are people so reluctant to believe that there is populations of thylacine that still exist out there?
Well, look, ask a farmer or a witness and they'll tell you they're there. Ask a scientist and they'll say, bring me the evidence. These days, scientists have gotten a bit lazy and they want DNA for everything. But before DNA was a thing, they used to use a thing called calipers, and they'd go out and they'd measure something and they'd compare it and they'd write down notes. So, to those scientists that, demand DNA, I say get off your ass and go out and measure some things, and you might actually be able to learn something and prove something without requiring DNA. Suddenly DNA is the be all and end all of everything. I actually did produce some DNA evidence back in 2017. I found a very fresh scat and it's massive. Well, it was massive. I haven't got it anymore, but I got it tested. I stored it in the freezer for a long time, and my girlfriend at the time got sick of this giant turd being in her freezer with her sausages and fish fillets.
Yeah, so, they will get sick of that.
Finally, I found somewhere where I could get it tested. I got it tested, and it came back as being 93% wombat, but it clearly wasn't a herbivore scat. It was a carnivore scat. So whatever the carnivore was, its last meal was wombat. Okay. Now, there was 1% numbat DNA in that scat. Now, this scat was, 6 inches long and like a Bondi cigar, it was, nearly 2 inches round.
Yeah.
So if a numbat had pushed that thing out, it would have turned the poor little bugger inside out, because they're little, like a squirrel, they're a small animal. So because it had that poofed of numbat DNA in there, in my opinion, that proves beyond any shadow of a doubt that was a thylacine.